Welcome to the Official Personality Guru. The ESTJ personality is all about creating order. The ESTJ wants to organize the people around them and create a stronghold on the community around them. They believe in tradition and doing the right thing, which is a standard that they hold to other people around them. The ESTJ can be a community organizer that is great at bringing people together. They're very verbal and well organized, which allows them to make and talk through plans. They also have an entertaining, silly side, which allows them to break the ice and keep things light. The ESTJ believes in hard work and the rule of law, which they try to uphold and execute. The ESTJ is very principled and will usually find a way to implement their plans. They may come off a bit harsh and angry at others that do not hold themselves to the same level and values as the ESTJ. If they perceive someone as lazy or dishonest, they can adopt a very biting and sarcastic tone in their interactions. A more mature ESTJ may realize that not everything thinks or is capable of handling themselves in the same way as the ESTJ, and will find ways to allow others to play to their strengths, which will turn produce better outcomes over time. Today, let's talk about ESTJ personality and Enneagram Type 7. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the Official Personality Guru and ring the bell icon to get regular updates on our latest uploads. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. The Enneagram Type 7 is all about enjoyment. The Enneagram 7 who wants to seek out entertainment and also be the center of entertainment. They enjoy seeking new experiences, which can be very exciting to them. However, they need to make sure that they don't stretch themselves too thin and become burnt out. The 7 is all their best when they are looking at the world through the eyes of excitement and wonder. They are like a child when it comes to playing and experiencing the world. They are a fly by the seat of their pants type and usually have thought a bit ahead of how to move efficiently through the world without it becoming too restrictive to them. They enjoy being spontaneous and can be rather inventive and creative with the world around them. This can make them seem a bit flighty, but their happy-go-lucky attitude is contagious and they will naturally lift the spirits of those around them. Things tend to come easy for the Enneagram 7, and this is both a blessing and a curse. It is a curse because they tend to not recognize that they have easily developed a new skill that might be much harder for others to obtain, so they don't give themselves enough credit. They may also be trying to do too many things at once, which would lead to them feeling scattered and not able to complete as many tasks as they hoped. However, the 7 has an optimistic and adaptable attitude that helps them land back on their feet. The 7 should live a very enjoyable life as long as they keep remembering how talented and gifted they are. Highly open and adaptable, 7s are connoisseurs of novel and exciting experiences. 7s who are EP types employ their extroverted perceiving function, either extroverted sensing, SE, or extroverted intuition, NE, to survey the environment for new sensations or possibilities to explore. Enlisting SE as their dominant function, ESFP and ESTP types are drawn to novel sensory or physical experiences. They may delight themselves in sampling a wide range of foods, drinks, fashions, physical challenges, sexual experience, and the like. Career-wise, they seek work that furnishes plenty of opportunities for variety and spontaneity. Many abhor the idea of being confined to a desk, a scenario which deprives them of environmental novelty and opportunities to engage with their surroundings in a concrete function. And fashion. The NFP and ENTP types also value external novelty, but as intuitives, they are less concerned with things themselves, S, than the ideas and possibilities, or N, they inspire. In exploring new places and meeting new people, ENPs are, wittingly or not, primarily interested in stimulating their own mind and imagination, or NE. They use the concrete world, S, as a springboard for intuiting new potentials, or N. That being said, ESP and ENP 7s may, especially at first blush, look rather similar, as both are avid seekers of new adventures and experiences. The difference boils down to how these types cognitively process their experiences. For ESPs, the sensory experience is largely appreciated for its own sake. For ENPs, it is merely the starting point, a catalyst for new ideas and perspectives. Although a common strength among introverts, self-restraint typically comes less naturally for 7s. Not only do they have a strong appetite for new tastes and experience, but as extroverted perceivers, they may lack the necessary self-awareness for knowing when and how to apply the brakes. Unfortunately, with Without some level of discernment and self-control, they can be prone to harm and addictions of all sorts. Sevens therefore require the service of their introverted auxiliary function, either introverted feeling or FI or introverted thinking or TI, to counterbalance their extroverted appetites. These functions can furnish the self-awareness and self-restraint EPs need to operate in a more balanced and healthy fashion. Theorists have suggested that personal growth for the seven, or what is sometimes called their direction of integration, involves developing some of the signature strengths of the Enneagram Type 5. This makes sense in light of the fact that many fives are INTPs, exemplars of the introverted judgment, i.e. TI. Sevens could use more of. To be clear, the goal is not to expunge sevens' free-spirited, fun-loving nature. After all, we need sevens to remind us of the value of spontaneity and predictability and an openness to new experiences. Rather, the point is that introverted judgment can furnish a healthy measure of balance and self-awareness that might otherwise be lacking in this type. The Enneagram Type 8 is often nicknamed the boss or leader. Like sevens, 8s tend to be extroverted, but instead of being perceiving extroverts, EPs, they operate more like judgers or EJs. One can easily imagine how sevens in leadership positions might be more inclined to identify with the 8 wing. EPs showing strong development of their tertiary judging function, either extroverted thinking or TE, or extroverted feeling or FE, may also prefer this subtype. Some EPs might even see the 8 as their primary Enneagram type. Steve Jobs, for instance, who in my estimation was an ENFP, might be construed as an 8. While there is certainly nothing wrong with developing and utilizing the tertiary function, EPs must be careful not to do so at the expense of their auxiliary. As we've seen, without sufficient use of FI or TI, EPs may lack the introverted feedback required to live their best lives. While Steve Jobs exhibited FI development in some respects, like aesthetics and values, one could certainly argue that developing a higher level of empathy and concern for others would have made him a better human being. The Enneagram 6 is often depicted as having a dual nature, earning it curious monikers such as the loyalist skeptic. More often than not, 6s are introverted, which gives rise to their skeptical side. The loyalist portion may derive from a sensing and or judging preference, which can inspire conformity or alignment with certain groups, ideologies, or conventions. The 6 might be cast as an admixture of two competing tendencies: autonomy, INP, and conformism, affiliation, ESJ. There are a number of reasons why 7s might take on a 6 wing. 7 wing 6. First, the 6 skeptical side might be seen as lending a much-needed dose of introverted judgment to the 7's repertoire. Moreover, because of the P tendency to notice exceptions and anomalies rather than what is consistent and expected, one could argue that Ps are more skeptical by nature than Js and may thus gravitate toward the 6 wing. The 6 loyalist side might be attractive to 7 seeking a cause or ideology to imbue their lives with greater stability. Moreover, as extroverts, it is by no means unnatural for EPs to align themselves with the various aspects of the outside world that they consider important or meaningful. 7s are undefined by the desire to experience everything this life has to offer while avoiding pain and boredom. They appear to others to be lively, fun-loving, and hedonistic, and are often very busy people who bounce from one activity to another in their quest to squeeze their every possible bit of enjoyment out of life. How about you as an ESTJ personality? What are the other informations that you would like to add on aside from what you have mentioned? Be sure to watch until the end and share your experience for a chance to have your comment pinned. Deepest fear. 7s fear getting stuck in a rut and missing out on the good life. They cope with this fear by constantly seeking out exciting, novel, and fun experiences. Before we continue, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the Official Personality Guru for more amazing videos. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to stay updated with our content. When they are unhealthy, 7s become burnt out, cynical, and overly critical of the seemingly illogical system that surround them. Minute issues with others become highly irritating, and everything suddenly becomes a nuisance. They may also become overwhelmingly narcissistic in their actions and presentation, flashy and exuberant. In the worst case, enthusiasts begin to feel like they never fully understand what they're truly seeking out of life, jumping from one place to another or person to person. Enthusiasts lose a sense of groundedness and may appear to live in a perpetual fantasy world instead of reality. When they realize the made-up world is only an illusion, they lose control over their mood and tumble into extreme emotional highs and lows.